cooking with my knife guy. We're gonna call this the Super Bowl 3-ingredient wow your guest appetizer. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of my wife's favorite things. Simple. Grab some chorizo, get you some tortilla chips, scoops preferred, and a little jar of queso. Real simple. Get your pan on a medium heat. Warm it up. You can get your crock pot out because all we're going to do is warm up the chorizo, add the cheese, mix it up, and you can just eat it right out the skillet or the fry pan or serve it in the crock pot. So we're going to show you a little bit of avocado oil spray here. Remember, get away from the extra virgin olive oil. This one is avocado, higher burn temp. Whoa, that comes out nice. A jet engine. All right, so we're gonna let that warm up. We're gonna get our chorizo, get the queso open up, give it a little second to breathe. You know, like wine, you gotta let your queso breathe a little bit. If you don't have a nice little spatula, make sure you get one of those or a spoon. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Real simple meal here. We got our stainless steel fry pan on a medium heat. We're getting that nice and warmed up. We're gonna throw the chorizo down. If you don't know what chorizo is, it is a, what would you say, Spanish seasoned pork sausage? Is that the way to describe it? You know, I love me some Italian sausage. I love me pork sausage. I love anything pork. Pork belly, bacon, but chorizo really is up there. Maybe two, number one. All right, we're gonna let that warm up. So if you're using a stainless steel fry pan, medium heat, you're starting to see this starting to smoke. We're gonna turn it down to a medium low. Woo! Best sound in America. Nice little sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle. So let it sit, let it work, let the pan do its job. Get you a nice metal utensil. If you don't have a good set of metal utensils, you're missing out. If you have stainless steel cookware and you don't have metal utensils, you're missing out. All we're gonna do is just kind of let it get a nice little browning, little sear. We're gonna mix it up, flip it a couple times, stir it, throw a joke or two in the video. Then we're gonna add this, the old jar of queso. I'm not that advanced. I don't know how to make queso. I don't care to make queso. I don't want to make queso, so we're just gonna buy the jar of queso. Hey, you're like me. You got kids, you got a spouse, you just want to watch the game, bring a little dish, do this. I guarantee you the bowl will be licked clean. You're going to be the king or queen of the Super Bowl appetizer. So the chorizo has a really good amount of grease and fat because it's pork sausage. So get you a nice spoon, nice metal utensil, start spreading it out. Make sure you get a nice shirt on too, you know, so you can get some of that chorizo fat and grease in there. So when you hug your friend you haven't seen all year, they're gonna go, man, you smell delicious. All right, so what I like to do is spread it out. Spread it out. Let the pan do its job. That's what you paid big bucks for. You paid big bucks for the pan. This little prep board never hurts on the side. Queso's not warm, but you know what? It's probably got all the preservatives to make it fresh, so. I got the perfect thing for you. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. While you're letting that cook, if you didn't know this, I grew up in Chicago. 80% of my friends were Hispanic. You know why it's cooking? Modelo. Get you a nice little wine bottle opener. Crack that baby open. Cheers. That's some good stuff right there. So we got that nice chorizo going. That was good. All we're gonna do is just give it a little flip. You can start to see it browning. We definitely want to cook this all the way through. We ain't trying to eat no raw chorizo and preservative queso. But if you want to wow your guests, next Super Bowl party, next 4th of July bash, Memorial Day, summer celebration, you do this. Find a nice little medium to small size of chorizo, unless you're going big, unless you're serving the whole family in the whole block party. Buy 2 of them, buy 3 of them. So all we're doing is just kind of spreading it out, letting that stainless steel fry pan work. While we're waiting, might as well take a dip or 2. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff. All right, so let's get our slow cooker. So we're gonna transfer this over. We're just leave it on low. Leave it on low. We don't need to do anything extra. This is simple, guys. Anybody can do this. And if your chorizo's taking a little extra, second or 2 to cook, feel free to turn it up a notch. All we're doing is just cooking fat on fat. That's all it is, really. If you're on a New Year's resolution diet, you might want to turn this video off, because I don't think any trainer, Weight Watcher, macro counter is going to tell you to get the chorizo Modelo and the jar of queso. But what they're going to tell you is, hey, it's Super Bowl. Get a cheat day. So I like to take my metal utensil, whether it's a spoon or a turner, start breaking up some of that little bit of fat, that old pork. Kind of start to see it brown in here. We're not adding anything. It's already seasoned. So if you're simple, you're like, I'm busy, I'm rushed. I got a career, I'm an entrepreneur, but I got to bring something to the party. This is it right here. You got the chorizo. We're not going to add the queso yet. We don't want to add it too early, then it mixes in with the raw chorizo. We want this to kind of get a little bit of a brown crust to it. And here's what you might need to do. I know on most of my videos I'm low, medium. You know, but chorizo was designed for this battle. It was made for this battle. It was made for a little medium plus, medium high. What this is going to do now is we're going to kind of create a little bit more of that nice little crust. One of my favorite things in the world, that corner section of that lasagna with that burnt cheese. Oh, that baked mustacholi with that burnt cheese, that mac and cheese, that top little crust. Give me the burnt cheese. Give me the crust. That steak with that little gristle. The brisket, right? Give me the burnt ends. If you're like me, comment, subscribe. If you like that. So what we're going to try to do is create that little experience here. If you are cooking over nothing, open the windows. But if you're cooking over an oven, it's time to turn on that vent. This is when you know you're doing it right. We see that steam, that smoke. Text your wife, say, hey, the fire alarms might go off. But this is what we want here. See this? We want that temperature to start cooking that chorizo, where we get that nice brown crust on it. So no one likes watching food cook. If you're like me, you like drinking a cold one, have a nice little glass of whiskey, joking with your friends. And I like to kind of push it down a little bit, because what that's doing is letting the stainless steel pan do its job. Oh man, this is going to be so good. Make sure you try this out, guys. So we're kind of creating almost like that little bit of a sheet cake pan. I don't know if that's the proper words, but cheers to Super Bowl. Most likely your team's not in it, but you're there for the food and the commercials, right? All right, so we got this on a medium plus temperature. If you're cooking on induction, it's a little bit above medium. If you're cooking on gas, it's right at about medium. Gas does cook a little faster. And if you're cooking an electric top or a camper propane grill, I don't know what to tell you, but medium plus. So this is just pure pork sausage, chorizo, fat, deliciousness. All right, so now we're gonna flip it around. If it starts to stick to the bottom a little bit, that's good. That's when you know you're doing good. because you're going to start to create a little bit more of that crust on there. Once again, if you're just in the middle of this video and you're like, all right, I get it, well, fast forward to the end and just see the finished product. But what I like about this meal is 3 ingredients. Get you some chips, get you some jar of queso. You know, sometimes if you buy 2 of them, you get 1 free. Stock up. Stock up for the next party. What we're going to do is we're going to have a little dip here. I'm going to start mixing this up. I'm getting ready for the pour in. So all we're going to do is we're going to pour this in, mix it up, and we're going to transfer it to the crock pot. Take it to our friend's house. Take it to our mom's house. That's it. Simple. 1, 2, 3. Call it a Super Bowl meal. You can kind of start to see it starting to stick to the bottom a little bit. That's okay. You ain't going to hurt nothing. Stainless steel, what's nice is you get that nice film, that nice crust, that nice sear, that nice browning. The browning is where the flavor is, okay? Anything stuck to the bottom, that's where the flavor's at. Chorizo's pretty much cooked. Got your chips ready. All we're gonna do is take our little spatula, pour this in here. And obviously we had a decent amount of chorizo there, so it wouldn't hurt if you wanted to. Add another can. We might need to run to the pantry and get another can. So you got 2 choices. You can go heavy on the chorizo and light on the cheese, or you can go heavy on the cheese and light on the chorizo. What are you? Tell me, comment below. I'm gonna go heavy on the meat. The meat's what I want. That's what I want. Give me the meat. Give me a side of cheese. All right, so having that spatula, you know, gets you that extra little bit. All right, 1 more scoop here. We'll just stick with this. Stick with our guns here. All right, so all we're gonna do, so there's 2 methods here. You can drain that fat. Hey, but you're eating fat. Why would you drain it? Don't wear a white shirt from Lululemon because you're gonna ruin it. Oh man, look at this. Tell me that don't look heavenly. We can turn that heat down now. We can probably just turn it off. So see all that red? Almost looks like a little chili oil. That's just pure heaven. Heaven. Heaven in your mouth. So yep, you got a couple options here. Add another can of queso, soak up some of that heaven, or just go after it. What do you think, guys? Pretty easy? Pretty simple? Anybody can do it. You know, chefs always got to taste it, right? Oh, let's get that big one there. Oh. Cheers. That's winning the Super Bowl appetizer award. Just tell them to crown you when you walk in. All right, let's pour it in here just so we can say we're taking it to go. That looks good. I don't care who you are right there, that looks good. I don't care if you're on a diet for New Year's. This is a cheat meal you can have. All right, so that's it. Simple, easy. Take your metal spoon or spatula. Obviously, if you're serving multiple people, got multiple friend groups there, you might need to add another can of queso. You might need to add another thing of chorizo, but you get the point. Cheers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.